Hey guys, this is Mel of RTC1. I'm going to be going over the Final Fantasy Awakening full menu as much as I can in English, so if you're playing through the game, you will know what's going on. For the most part, to unlock everything in the menu, you have to beat Chapter 8, Level 10, and be around level 50, and then you've unlocked 99.9% of everything that can be unlocked in the game. So I'm going to be starting from the top left, going all the way through, but I wanted to start first with the gacha diamond purchases. Now, this is a major crucial part of the game, right? To have diamonds in order to get the things that you want at certain times. If you don't want to spend money on the game, that's totally understandable, and I'll try to help you the best I can so you understand what you're getting yourself into. If you do buy anything, I would always suggest the little specials going on. Those are always helpful. Anything with the red banner means you're going to get double of what you pay for it. So if you get them for the first time, you're going to be getting double. Every time you purchase something, your VIP will go up as well. And these little things on the bottom and the bottom right, you can see the little card things. Those are daily diamonds. So if you buy a package like that, it will give you daily diamonds, 150 each. They cost, I think, around the same price, and if you get both of them, it actually gives you bonus chests to open. On the right of the menu, you may notice a little VIP thing as well. Now, depending on your level of VIP, you may purchase these special one-time opportunities at the bottom left. Now, I've only purchased a few of them, ones that I feel are worth it. The purple stuff, not so much unless it's early on in the game. Like, I purchased the purple sword early on in the game when I was like level 1 or 2. So, not very worth it. The farther you go, the later you go. And these armors you are able to get eventually over time the higher level you get anyways. So it's only good for early game. Now you may notice there are some pictures. Now these are for summons and characters that you can only get for the VIP as well as a really late game. You may notice some of these other symbols too, which I'll be going over later, but there are also upgrades, weapons, accessories, upgradable items used for upgrading, so they're all used in various degrees. You can see that they go really high in price as well, so you know if it's worth it for you. Now if you do get VIP, you'll notice that on the very bottom right there's a button over here. You'll be able to get a daily gift, which is great, and then also special purchase prices for various items like 2 million gold for 1,000 diamonds. Not really worth it, but if that's what you're into, that would help you out a lot. Anyways, if you go to the top left, you'll see where it's got the little red mark. It just brings you right back to that menu again. Now here's where you get also a various quest-like treasure opportunity. The more you do in the game, the more that this will build up, and you'll be able to get more and more gifts that are small diamond gifts, and that's through the little fist with the arrow. That is just a diamond gift that you get the more stuff you do in the game. Now this has to do with upgrading your character. The very top one, you'll notice down at the bottom right, for example, the little wings, so the symbols correspond with what you have to do. For example, the second one's the summon, the third one is upgrading weapons, etc, etc, leveling up your main character, upgrading abilities, etc, etc. Moving to the mail, this is where you'll get free stuff, either from the devs, or if you just click there, there'll be a button on the bottom right in order to get the free stuff that they give. This is pretty much your purchases, as well as like leveling up or maintenance or stuff like that. Nothing too much going on there. This is also news for events, and not too much going on as well. Now this little special wheel is really awesome. Every 20 minutes or so, you're able to press this button towards the bottom here, and it will go around in a circle and will drop on one of these things. The ones that you're hoping for are obviously the 100 diamonds, the 100,000 gold, or even the little metal circle things, which I'll go over later. Those are for summons. They're for special summons later on. You don't really get them right away. Let's move on to the upper right corner. You'll see the diamond chest first, which is what I went over first. Next is like a daily thing. Now this is the first day of the week, second day of the week, third day of the week, fourth day of the week, fifth day of the week, and so on. And as you do the special quests in these, you're able to get special items depending on what you do. Now, on the fourth little panel here, you're able to purchase a special one-time offer of the week, which aren't really that good in my opinion. If you purchase diamonds, you'll also be able to pick up these little extra things on the right-hand side here. Depending on how much you pick up, the more that you'll be able to get. Now, if you finish these special little quests, you notice at the bottom here, there's little chests that are open and closed. The closed ones are obviously ones you haven't claimed yet, but the more you do, the more it will go up, and you'll be able to claim those chests throughout the week. Once the week's over, it's done. There's some also really special things I want to go over in here as well. Remember that character I talked about in the VIP? Now, depending on what you buy or how much you buy, depending on which quest you do, and also like the levels you do, it will sometimes point to the level or which level you have to get to. You'll be able to get those puzzle pieces for those characters. Very little, though. See how it's only one puzzle piece, one at a time? Very small amount. Here in the gift boxes, these are the best. This is where once you purchase things or throughout the week, you'll just get random gifts. So if you've purchased a lot, if you purchase a little, you get more or less. The second gift box here is the better one. I'll go over each one of these. This one here with Rem is every time you purchase, once a day, you're able to get 300 diamonds and 300 weapon upgrades. Also here is your level up system. So if you have a character that's level 50, you'll get 1500 diamonds, 45, 1500, etc., etc. The higher you go up in level, the more diamonds you'll get. Pretty awesome. This is just more special packages. This right here is just depending on the quest you do for, it looks like that's the battle system, the battle one, when you battle other players. This one is just more special things to purchase. This is once a day, you'll be able to pick up a free elixir for energy. That's usually late in the day. For here, this is the daily reward, so you get this once a day, depending on how far you get, and obviously it's 31 days, so 31 different times you could pick it up. This is just for more fun free stuff. Also right here, this is the cards I was talking about. You can claim them daily. That's 150 diamonds each. Now if you share Machina's picture, you're able to get a free 100 diamonds. Or I mean, it's the whole Type 0 team, but if you click on, there'll be a little button underneath the diamonds. You share it on Facebook. You don't have to share it with anybody particularly, but if you just share it, then you'll get free 100 diamonds. This is the daily gifts for the week, and this is if you have a special code, which I don't know of any special codes. Now, here's the summon system. This is the gacha system. If you have a summon scroll, like at the bottom left, you're able to use them to get like a free cheapo character. You pretty much use these just to get little blue crystal points. They're not really worth much otherwise. The main gacha system right here. Now, this is great. This is where you get the characters that are available. Let me go over the characters that are available. The 2-star golds are the ones you want. The 1-star golds are okay because you'll have them as your backups, but the 2-star golds are what you want to build up to first. Also, all the blue ones you just want to get rid of when you get them. Purple ones you want to kind of hold on to so that you can get puzzle pieces for them, easier to sell those puzzle pieces. Now, if you get a certain amount of characters, you're able to claim these treasure chest prizes, which are just more free diamonds. It's pretty great extra incentive to try to collect all the characters. I won't go over a gacha system 10 pull summon now because I've done them before and I've got most of the characters, so I don't really need to do it because I can build up my characters through puzzle pieces, which I'll go over later. But I do want to show you once in a while, once a day, you're able to get a free little item. This one particularly is for background crystals that build up your character's strength and health and some stuff like that, and you'll get that later in the game. You won't get it right away, and you're able to put those crystals together. If you have 4 of them, they actually go up in specialty. So if you have 4 blues, they'll become a pink. If you have 4 pinks, they'll become like a fire version. And if you have like 4 fire versions, you're able to get like an orange one, and etc., etc. It gets stronger and stronger. So you want to build up those. This is for free. Once a day you get like a free weapon, or not weapon, but puzzle piece for a weapon, or upgrade for a weapon. You can also do a 10 pull for that. That's good if you really want to upgrade your weapons and equipment, and not really accessory, but weapons and equipment, and build new weapons and equipment as well. These are little special prizes that you get just from doing daily tasks, such as if you summon once or twice a day, if you help your guild out, if you do particular missions, if you build characters, if you level up characters, and you'll get little prizes just from the top right one, that little calendar looking piece there. And that's for the course of the month. You're able to get these special things. It's daily prize and stuff like that. Ooh, see, I can do this little roulette thing I was talking about earlier. Woo, got 10,000 gold. Fantastic. Now I'm going to go across the bottom. The bottom here, you have little quests that you can do. Obviously, you can turn in a quest depending on if it has the little red mark or not. Even if it doesn't have the little red mark, I suggest clicking on it and trying to go to it. And if you can't go to it, it will show you what you need to do, which is pretty great. So for example, if I want to go to this one, and it's like, oh, I want to get 20 free diamonds, and your character will move automatically where it needs to go. It's not going to, affect whether you get it or not. It's just going to take you where you need to go, and the quest will come up again, and it will say, oh, I actually need to do this level 8-1 right now for that special level. Otherwise, if I can get it, the character will go to the character that they need to head to get that prize, and I'll show you just right now. Oh, good job, you completed the quest. Here is 100 experience, etc., etc. And the more you do, the more experience you get. It's actually a great way to level up, so I can claim the other one later. This is for your friends, the little fists that are holding each other's hands. You can give your friends more purple energy. And the second one here is where you claim new friends, where you're saying, hey, I agree that you're going to be my friend. This is where you can search for a friend's ID. This one here is where you can get purple energy from them. You can only claim a certain amount a day. I think it's like 15 or something like that. 15 or 20, so you can't get that much. So I've already claimed all I can for the day, but it's pretty great. Going on to the next one, this is the top ranks. These are the people that are like doing the best in each category. So if you're wanting to be like the best in particular rank, whether it's like power or how many levels you did or stuff like that, and it's per server as well, it's different. You'll be able to check the stats there. This one right here is where you can turn in characters that you don't want anymore. For example, I'm getting rid of this crappy character I got earlier. This is the blue crystals I was talking about. I'll show you where to use those later, but this is the particular area where you use them. If you have weapons or armor that are crappy and you want to get rid of those, you get some free stuff for that as well. This is where you can get rid of puzzle pieces if you don't want to use puzzle pieces. And this is for later stuff, which I haven't particularly got to yet, but that's what I'm talking about, 99.9%, because there are things that I don't know. This is where if you want to switch a character out for somebody, an accessory out for something else, and sometimes there's weapons or armor that you can switch out as well. The little wheel here, this is for your guild. Once per day, you're able to build up your guild's treasure, and you can do that either by paying with money or diamonds, and you're able to get your guild more stuff as well as yourself. This is where you can sit at a table and you get more energy for the day if everybody sits at the table. This right here is where you can get, depending on your rank in your guild, you're able to get free gold through the day, a certain amount, depending on your rank for your guild. This is for if your guild has treasure chests for free diamonds and stuff like that. It will do a little roulette wheel as well. You press the bottom left to put your treasure chest on the board. It's completely free, so take advantage of that every day. Always put your treasure chest on the board to help your guild out. This is where you can purchase stuff with guild points, depending on what you want to get. And the top right here, this is where you have your treasure, this is your guild ship. This is like how powerful your guild is, how many members there are, pretty much what people are doing at what times. This right here is against boss battles, guild raids, and if you help out your guild, like I have currently, I don't think I have any available to attack right now because I think I used it up for the day, but then you're able to attack guild bosses, and if your raid is successful, you get points, which is great. Here on the bottom left, this is where you build up your guild points that you get. If you're like top rank in your guild for a while, you'll build up these things, which will give you extra stats, which is great. Just overall, you'll get some extra stats. This is their chat. Obviously, if you understand Chinese, you could talk with them. There's sometimes English speaker groups, so you'll be able to join those as well. This is pretty neat. So you get an airship, and depending on the color of your airship, you're able to fight other people with that color airship or lower. So I got a blue one, for example, so let's go with blue. Yeah, okay. So it has me in the blue area, so I'm able to fight other airships that have blue or lower. So I can't fight the one with the gold right there, but I could fight those white ones if I wanted, but I'm not going to take that opportunity at the moment. The top right there, oh yeah, the top right was the chat. The middle right. Oh, I guess I've done all of it. Okay, I thought I missed one. But yeah, that's it for that section. The next one is the summons. Now, you'll get stronger summons as the game goes on. Some of them you can't get right away unless you have a high VIP. For example, like to get Bahamut or Diablos or Shiva here or whatever. You have to do certain things throughout the game. You can try to build those summons up once you get them though. So for example, if I want to build up Ifrit, I have to use these little orange crystal points, and that will build them up little by little. Next, we got our teammates are able to be upgraded. The stars pretty much say, oh, they have a special ability that gets stronger and stronger. Down at the bottom left here, the more you upgrade your teammates, the more that they'll be overall of that type of teammate will be stronger and stronger. In this section here, we've got your title. And depending on what your title is, what you pick for your title, you're able to actually get better stats. So for my title, I have it currently going on to VIP 6 above, and that will give me pretty good stats. Depending on if I change my title, I will get different stats depending on what I choose. Here's where you upgrade your personal character. You do that at the end of every chapter. You get these little blue orb things, and that will raise your main character's stars. Oops. And then here in this little magic hat here, this is where you get the special summons, special character summons, special characters to be part of your costumes or your team. Now, you can't really get them right away yet because you have to get be like top rank of multiple things in order to get those. So they're kind of hard to get, but it's possible. This is where you build your characters on the top right here. You're able to make your characters. If you have enough puzzle pieces for a character, you're also able to upgrade their stars in your party if you have enough for that. Here's for I helped out my guild in that one particular thing, so I'm able to claim diamonds here from earlier. So we just went over that. Here's where you create new weapons. Here in this little puzzle piece area, this will show you the weapons you have and what the level is and how much power they actually give. This little area is for your accessories. It shows what accessories you have. And the last one, I think, is your crystals. Yeah, so this is your background crystals. And I'll go over each of that when we get to the menu there. Now, this particular, all the treasure chests are all the things you're able to buy through different points or diamonds or means. So if I had enough points, I would purchase something here to show you. Let's see. I got some of the blue crystals, right? In this, you can reset it if you have enough of those things. So say I wanted to buy some experience books, I'm able to buy the experience books. Guild points to buy stuff with guild points, etc., etc. Each has different things you could buy. This one's not open till level 65, so I can't buy those things yet. And this is your particular item spots. If you have treasure chests in here, you can click on them and they will open the treasure chest and give you the free items from those treasure chests. Up in the middle right here is your quests. You can switch between the maps. Depending on which map you go to, you'll get different levels that you'll be able to upgrade your character from, as well as get the items. What I suggest is if you have energy to do so, every time you've done like a 3-star of something, I would use that energy, if you have it, to do a 5 or 10 times in the bottom left there, and it will redo the mission over and over and give you the items for that. Especially, so you can redo it if you have diamonds and stuff as well. And if you don't have enough energy, you can instead use energy vials, and that will give you the energy to finish out that mission. So, if you want to use those, for example, do that all the time you can. Build up those stars. This is particularly personal quest. Now, for personal quests, starting from the very left, you've got battling other people. Depending on your level, you'll fight stronger people. This is for building up your summon. I'm level 50 now, so I can try to defeat that thing with a friend. When you click into it, it will go into a menu where you get a teammate. Always try to get the stronger teammates. This is the daily stuff you can get. Depending on which day of the week it is, you're able to play it. You can only do it twice per one until you get higher levels. This is where you get free quests, so every time you click on one of those, you actually just get free experience in gold, as if you completed the quest otherwise. This is where you can build items depending on which item you want to build. Sometimes it'll have gold, it will have purple, depending on what you're building. So say I want to build this ring right here, I press the little blue button and it will say, oh, you've got enough now to build it. So boop, got a free item. And at the same time, it showed that I also found a purple ring at the same time, so I can build that up later. Going to this one, this is where a special ladder. So this is a ladder climb. The more points you get in the ladder, the more treasure you'll be able to get from the right here, as well as claim more stuff. Of course, it gets harder and harder as you climb that ladder. This is where you're able to farm for character points. So for example, Mog here is searching for puzzle pieces for this character, for Jack, and I think searching for Machina, and this one's searching for puzzle pieces for Rem. Now you can only search for puzzle pieces of characters that you already own, so you can't just try to get a new character. This is showing the ranks of the top people that are loved throughout the whole game, so you can give these people roses if you want. I think you can choose them from here, and you can give them roses to build them up if you're particularly rooting for anybody in particular. I don't like that system. It's kind of lame, actually. This particular thing is a little special event where you get 10 battles with people just to get particular special items, and you can get, depending on the power of the people, they add up, and you're able to actually climb the ladder there. This is for mini card games. Now, if you collect cards as you go throughout the game, you're able to have a little stack of cards. Oh, this is my deck. Oh, this is my deck. That looks pretty good. They're not really implemented yet, so you don't really get to do anything with them, but that's what they're for. This is where you get a random battle throughout the day. Obviously, it's only particular times of the day, and the other ones aren't open yet, not till later. And you have to be like level 60, 65, which I'm not at yet. Really close, though. So, most of the stuff in the game. This is your character screen. As you can see, I have most of my characters at 3 stars, and to build them up even higher, let's look up one of, not my main character, but let's look at Jack here. So, Jack has, like, these particular links with another character, as well as here's his level up. If he was to go up to another level, I would have to have the books in order to do it. Here's his abilities. You know, you get 60 points, or 50, 40, 60 points, depending on which level you're at, and you're able to distribute those. Now, they cost a lot of gold the higher they go. This is if you have enough puzzle pieces to get him up to the next star. So I need 40 more puzzle pieces in order to get him to 4 stars. This is where you're able to build them up just for their overall stats. Like, say they're level 50. This is level 50 plus 7. So they've got an extra 7 levels on top of them. Stuff like that. And that's for each one of them are different. Depending on the weapon that you have, you're able to also upgrade it with those little stones I showed you. So say I'm like, oh, okay, I want to upgrade this sword. And sometimes, if you're lucky, it will upgrade the weapon before you even reach the full amount. So just click on it as much as you can, and sometimes you'll be lucky in that way. If you want to upgrade your accessories, you have to use these other accessories, or there's like little purple and blue stones. Pretty great to upgrade those. And if you have the same accessory, what's also great, if you have the same accessory, you are able to upgrade it just an extra level as well if you have it, as well as these purple stones. Let's see, this is the background crystals. Once you get the background crystals, you can add them to your party. Depending on the color of the crystal, the stronger it will be. I don't think I have any of the... I have blue crystals, so I can go like weaker if I want it, but obviously I want to use the best stones I have. And then, let's see, for the main character here, he's got a particular different set. You don't get all those extra things that everybody else gets, but like leveling up his stars in other ways, you have to do that through the way I showed earlier with the little blue orbs. And every level, you're able to click this little hammer at the bottom left of their character in order to upgrade all the weapons. These are the background characters to kind of help your characters out. Now, you can level them up just by clicking on them and leveling up the same way you would do anybody else. So, example, I'm gonna like level up her levels. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna, and this doesn't make you particularly stronger unless they're way higher level. They have to actually hit a certain level in order for them to be boosted to what you need. So for example, it just hit there. It says, okay, you've reached enough power for the entire team to be strong enough. It probably hit around 250,000. So that's when it built up in level. So it's not particularly their particular level, but as their combined level. So let's go into... Oh, I think that's it. yeah, so that's all. That's the entire menu in English. You've got a little chat box over here. You can chat with people and talk with them. Everything else is normal in the game. The little green bar at the bottom is showing how much it takes to get to the next level. For example, 2040 out of 19,000. And you can get more stuff by clicking on the little plus signs here, by taking you to the menus that you need to. Oh, I didn't go over... Oh yeah, I did go over the treasure chest. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you'll be able to look around and walk around and talk to people and enjoy the game. This has been Mal of RTC1 with a full English guide of Final Fantasy Awakening. I hope you guys like and subscribe and be a part of my channel, because I love everybody that's coming and are coming to my live streams. You guys are great. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.